It's a natural war cry.
Say it again. Let the people hear it.
Chlamydia.
Hey!
Like Carrie says, that's what does she call it? What does she call it?
I got the
A
clap
stem,
back, baby.
like a stem, because I say it repetitive. You know what else I say every Thursday? Joseph.
Warning. The following program is a gaggle of friends talking about happenings in the world. It is meant to be comedic, informative, and not really serious. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or this broadcasting platform. There may be some cuss words, because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are a young person, please seek permission before listening any further. Sincerely, the people of Two Tired Dads. P.S. Don't sue us.
It's been a minute. I'm new to the controls again.
Hey. Just happy to be back. Hey.
Dude, slowly but surely. All right, Jimmy, cut it. This is a Supreme Cubano Marciano cigar.
Hey. It sounds like a good cigar.
Mm.
Need one of them in my life. I just,
Only the finest. Stacy J. How the fuck are you, man?
Man, I'm living life. I'm trying to get used to this not eating as much food.
I'm Devin. You and me both. Different spectrums. I'm Devin James.
I'm Stacy Bonds.
We is the two tired McDads.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
Hey, it's funny you say the McDads thing, right? Because I've been doing this weight loss competition, as we know. Yesterday, I was starving, and I'm like, man, I'm on my way to work. I'm running a little behind. I'm like, fuck it. I'm stopping at McDonald's, right? I got a Big Mac meal. I'm disappointed in myself, first and foremost. But let me tell you, that is the best Big Mac I've had in fucking years. Like, I was like, hey, if they're this good, this is why America's obese. Like, real shit.
You know what? I saw this thing on, I guess was it Reels, which everybody's TikToks on Facebook, I guess.
Yeah.
Where fucking they put McDonald's McMuffin, but they put a piece of seaweed on there, like, and eat the sandwich. Like, just apparently it goes good. So I bought a thing of seaweed, but I can't eat fucking McDonald's. Shout out to Ryan. But yeah, dude.
Hey, shout out Mr. Downs.
Other than that, what else is new with you? We had Father's Day weekend.
We did. Father's Day was good.
What'd
for
you
me,
do?
was grilled. I actually made steak, egg, and cheese burritos for breakfast. I was like, man, I haven't done something like this in a minute. I got time. Let me do it. But went to little man's first basketball game. It was a fucking shit show.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I will say there's nothing cuter than watching a bunch of the little ones run around who don't know shit. Okay? Like, they're grabbing it like it's football, taking off, running for their life. They got this one little kid. Like, all the kids are, like, kind of normal size. My son's a little taller. But they have this little bitty kid. And, like, when I tell you, watch it, he's so skinny, so tiny. He grabs the ball and he runs. Like, do you remember when we were kids, Kill a Man, all basically football, every man for himself?
Yeah.
Where he grabs it like you're playing. Hey, there you go, King of the Hill. So he grabs it and runs for his fucking life. And when I tell you, it's so funny because, like, you got my son who is just running around the court like it's just a fucking track. You got all these other kids chasing him, and he's just like, I don't know what to do. It's fucking gold. It is fucking gold. How was your Father's Day?
Dude, I chilled. So, like, my mom conned me. She was like, hey, can you dog sit for me between this day and this day? It was like 3 days. She's like, I'm going to Florida. And I was like, all right, yeah, no problem. And then, like, as soon as I agree to it, she's like, oh, I told you the wrong dates. I only told you the dates I was staying at the hotel. What I meant to tell you was this date and this day. So it went from like 3 days to fucking 7, like in a matter of like 15 minutes. And then So we dog sat and then we barbecued and I fed her. I tried treating it like normal. I slept a lot. Watched Star Wars just like every other American. So
Unlike me, I was stuck watching Married at First Sight.
but dude, I started with something we were talking about. I was touching base. I got Oliver doing chores.
What'd you start him with? I'm just curious.
Taking out the trash.
Okay.
So that's all he has. But it's like, so first of all, for those who don't know, he's 6. But I'm doing him like how my grandpa did me. Like my grandpa, I would take out the trash, my grandpa would walk behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And then go to the, trash can, drop off the trash. I'd go back inside. My grandpa stayed, smoked a cigarette, then came back inside.
Yeah.
So I just walk outside with Oliver. We take it out, and then I walk directly right back in with him. Pay him $5 a week because I'm trying to teach him the value of a fucking dollar.
Which the kids have no fucking idea.
Right. Well, I think Oliver's starting to get it because he was like, "How much do I get?" And I'm like, "You get $5 a week for taking out the trash." And so he was like, "And how much is the RC I want?" I'm like, $150. And he was like, "That's a lot of weeks I'm gonna need." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." He started like, and so. Like, dude, the look on his face, like you could tell what he was doing.
I bet it was priceless. What the fuck? Like,
Oliver's the businessman. Like because Sam, his chore is he's dog sitting in the morning.
Okay.
Whenever he wakes up first, he has to get the dogs and just take them out. He can do it. I'm usually up anyway. You know what I mean? So if he's getting the fucking dogs, that's telling me to get up. But
that's one I wanted to introduce Little Man to, but we got the crazy neighbor dogs, so I don't want. The dogs have a tendency of trying to push through the fence, and my neighbors know if the dog comes through my fence and gets on my dog.
My neighbor's about to get it, bruv.
So
I am 24 hours away from feeling invincible. First of all, I don't flex on money, but let me tell you what this is. This is 400 real dollars. Okay. 385 of it has to go to the HOA.
Fuck them guys.
And it's going tomorrow. Do you know how much pennies and $385 worth you can get?
38,500, I believe.
81 pounds is what it comes down to per the bitch on Google. And so
you're taking them in pennies?
I'm taking them in pennies.
Video that shit. You need to video that shit.
It's getting worse. I'm gonna certify that motherfucker. I'm dropping it off at the mailbox. They have a PO box. I'm gonna say make it to where they have to sign this. They have to sign for it, and then so I can frame the motherfucker in my new studio that I'm building, and that way we can have it. When I get that return, shit, knowing they had to lift 81 pounds for your boy.
Hey, that's real shit. Hey, that's some wild shit, but that's smart.
I don't give a fuck.
I want to hit back on the chores because we've been doing for Little Man. Remember I was saying we kind of implemented the same thing. So he helps with dishes, and we do the post. He has to go to the post. You saying the post office is what, or the PO box made me think of it. He has to go down to the mailbox and get the mail. Mm-hmm. And it's funny how when you teach the value of a dollar, as you were saying, he wanted this Batman toy. And he's had $8 in his wallet for quite a while now. He's used that to barter a bunch of shit. He's always, I got $8. I'll give you $8. You know, we let it slide, right? So the other day he hit me with the $8. I was like, I'll take it. Let me get that. Right? So as he's handing it to me, you can just see the sadness. Like, damn, you're really going to take my money. Like, so he's got it back now. I'm not a bad parent. He's got 5 more ones to go with it because now he's 13 in his wallet. But the fact that these fucking kids man, my son, I told you when he practiced cutting, didn't I, about him cutting up all his money? Did I tell you about that?
What?
We were practicing work. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're practicing with real scissors, and this motherfucker goes and gets all his money out and starts cutting $1 bills in half. Right. The other day I found a cut in half 5. I said, hey man, if we're doing this, you can just give money to dad. Okay. Cause like at this point, where we're at, my guy, we can't afford to cut up any fucking money. But the chores, I'm gonna do that. The next item he wants, I'm gonna divide it down, and I'm gonna make him fucking get out there. I want it to be like $150 toy, so it's got to be like $75, 75 weeks of chores.
He asked me. He's like, because he goes, how much is the toy I want? Well, buddy,
hey, really quick, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Ryan, you are not wrong. Like when I tell you he really thought he had now more money, I'm like, nah, bro, you ain't got no money, bro. Yeah. You ain't got no money. This shit ain't worth nothing. I lost my fucking mind. I'm
that's not even a good mindset.
Hey, but that's what my set was. I was like, Doug, you're hella smart.
It's okay,
but Dad. You're fucking dumb.
I made 1.5 into 50. All right, chill out. We got 55s now.
I've never lost my mind so bad. You will never get another motherfucking dollar from me if you're gonna keep this shit up. Like, oh man, it was
so when Oliver got his first $5, and I just I gave him another $2 if he'd like sit still during his haircut. So he's like, we gotta go to Walmart. Dude, we were walking the fucking Walmart aisle for a good goddamn forever. And he's like, I see him finger counting and looking at all these toys. I'm like, Oliver, what are you doing, man? And he's like, I don't know what to spend all my money on. And I was like, dude, you know you don't have to spend all your money today, right? And he's like, what? Why not? That doesn't make sense. And I was like, no, dude. I was like, Goku has money and he doesn't spend it. And he's like, well, how much you have? And I was like, I go, no, awesome. Like,
oh shit.
Like, I said, buddy, you want the RC car like Goku has, right? He's like, yeah, but that's going to take forever. So I just want to spend my money now. And I'm like, dude, this dude, he has that, I guess he gets that natural spending high. You know what I mean?
We all do. We all do. You get the right thing and it's just, I mean, we've all, let's just say, our biggest check, right? Anybody's biggest check. It doesn't matter who. Majority of us fucked it off, right? Like, let's just call it what it is. You pay your bills, but at the end of the day, you go buy some shit that you probably would have never bought. Whether it's a new watch, new pair of shoes, new toy. There's nothing like, fighting depression with, shop.
Retail therapy.
Hey, I'm a fucking culprit. I a bad day, I buy a new car. Like real shit.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing. And now I'm sitting on, I literally the other day was like, man, I should have fucking argued with them for them to total out that Durango. Like, I would love to have that, that pretty penny back in the bank. Like,
dude,
shit.
I just had to drop. I just thank God for Lucas Clay. Like, I had to drop a new water softener. As you can see, the old one's still behind me. Where's it at? Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude, when he came and got that handled, I was like, thank God for you. Like that, talk about retail therapy was more of like a sense of relief therapy. Like, does that make peace of mind?
It does. It's that knowing you can take care of home. It's validating as a man. It's validating for anybody, but I can say as a husband, it's extremely validating when you know we got to get this done and we get it done.
When it's something huge.
And it's funny you say that because we were just having a debate at work. Somebody was like, you love money. I was like, I do love money. They're like, well, I love, peace of mind. I said, and money doesn't give you that. I said, money don't give you peace of mind. I said, money gives you vacations. Money takes care of the new roof when you need a new roof. Money takes care of the unexpected expenses of HVAC on a hot, sunny day.
Fuck. Oh.
There's a benefit to money. You know what I mean? Like, just call it what it is. You may not love it, but if you don't love money, you're undervaluing it because that's what makes the money of the world go round. So you good? You all right over there, boss man? You straight?
Dude, Jerry Lawler made it. I can.
Say it again.
Fuck, dude. Dude, my kidneys are fucking goddamn. If I get worked up.
Take another break.
I am battling stomach shit, folks. So that's segue, I guess. Hey, So coming
I'm gonna
up,
tell you this really quick though, off of your stomach shit. You're looking pretty fucking ripped.
I'm not though.
Just saying.
I'm like losing the McWeight.
Hey, say it again, Ryan. Round 2, baby.
What's
Get in.
GME
If you
and
ain't
AMC?
in GameStop and AMC stocks, if you ain't on them, get it while it's as low as it can go because it's about to skyrocket again. They're planning it.
But
That and hey, XRP on the crypto market. If you ain't in it yet, Ethereum, hey, take your risk, put your money in it. Me and Ryan have talked about it before. XRP is about to go crazy though. They got all these lawsuits that are dropping off. You got all these bills that are failing through the Congress. This is your chance to be the next millionaire. Get in while you can. XRP is extremely low. Obviously, Ethereum's a little bit higher, but take what you got spared and invest for your future. You're gonna be happy you put it there.
yeah,
So, but I just want to shout out Ryan. Definitely. Matter of fact, you're about to have me looking at it to see what money I can throw in it right after this podcast. There's a market manipulation at its finest, right?
dude. But yeah, everything's cool. Next week, for whatever goddamn reason, we're gonna have a guest. Like he's kind of demanding it.
Who is it?
Well, he's not a dad. Maybe he's, I guess, going through some shit where he's gonna be. Maybe he's going through some shit where he's getting involved with a lady with kids.
Who is
I don't
this?
know if he needs. I don't know if he needs guidance. But he said, "Hey, are you streaming this today?" I said no, or I said yeah. I meant, and he goes, "Okay, cool. I'm going to be a guest then next week."
Who is it?
Cousin Nathan.
Okay. I mean, hey, stepdad role's a serious role, man. I actually got a friend at work, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for my next
I'm
statement.
a friend at work. Go ahead.
That he's involved with a woman with kids, and I told him the other day. I said, everybody wants to say their kids come first, right? Like everybody says that. I'm a firm believer your significant other comes first. Okay, whether you're a stepdad, whether you're dad, whether you're mom, whether you're stepmom, your significant other comes first because at the end of the day, your kid doesn't pay the bills.
That's right.
Your kid is a liability.
Whoa.
Your kid is going to hit 18 and your kid is going to leave the nest.
Check.
And when they do, you're stuck with the person you chose, right? So at the end of the day, if you're not first on that list, you're just temporary on that list because
Stacy throwing the heat.
I'm just being 100. Like, I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
When they leave the nest, you're stuck with the significant other. The kid will come back and visit. The kid may go away to college. The kid may decide one day, fuck you guys, and move to another country, right?
There's always.
But at the end of the day, your significant other is the one who has your back when you're short on money, when you need something done, when you need the jar opened, when you need, the house help cleaned up, or the house cleaned up with help. A significant other is the one that's got your back. Your kid is the bonus. But at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says. Moms will hate me. Some dads will hate me. If you're not first on the list, have a little bit deeper conversation. I remember back in the day, dad got the biggest piece of chicken. Dad got served first because dad made the money.
Right. Yes. Amen, dude.
We've gotten too far away from that to where kids have this sense of entitlement that they think they're the most overall master of the house. They think they run some shit. And I'm always telling little man, you don't run shit. Because at the end of the day, I can take those Jordans off your feet. I can take that polo off your chest. And I can go buy you whatever the fuck I want to buy. I choose to do this because you want to dress like dad. You want to, you know what I mean? Like certain just things that I'm trying to make you like nice things, but at the end of the day, you're going to work your ass off to get it because dad's not paying for it all your life. And when you get to the point that you're going to be paying for it out of your life, guess what? Me and mom are stuck together. Me and mom better hope we like each other. And we're going to be the ones together. But you can't sit up here and let the kid be number one because at the end of the day, they're leaving. You're staying. So that's my number one piece of advice to any stepdad. If you step into the life and you choose to take the role of a father and actually do dad duties,
just stay down there. And,
don't ever let her tell you the kids come first. Because guess what? At the end of the day, if you need money for that bill, is the kid gonna be the one giving you the money? So I better matter of some sort. Call me an asshole, say, oh, you're stretching. Nah, man. Nope. We pay the bills on this motherfucker. You are the closest. You might be a very close second. But at the end of the day, significant other is the main priority. So,
who knows what he wants to talk about?
What are you talking? Oh, Nate. I mean, I did see him posting some pictures online. Looks like he's got somebody he's pretty serious with. But
yeah, can you see? This is all I'm doing.
Yeah, but it's good.
That's I'm saying. As far as ripped, I'm not working out. I'm not.
Well, I'm not going to starve myself to achieve the dream body.
I'm not.
But I have lost weight when you look at the shirt. If you can tell, I don't know if you can see on camera, guys. But shirts ain't as tight. I got hoodies that I didn't used to fit. That
I still got the man boobs.
Yeah, I got those
like
too.
Man.
At the end of the day, it's a dad bod. From what I understand, the women like it. You
know. What, dude? Putin and fucking Kim apparently like shared comic books together or something.
Mm-hmm. In North Korea for the first time since 2000, supposedly.
Yeah. Or the cocksuckers were docked in Havana, right? Did you see that?
Say it again.
The Russian ass fucks were docked in fucking Havana, Cuba, man.
Yeah, I did see that. They got supposedly they're doing drills, but a lot of people forget that they were doing drills on the border of Ukraine before they started bombing.
That's what I'm saying. What are they doing, man?
They're prepping to fuck us up.
They're prepping to fuck us up.
It's a nuclear submarine they got docked in fucking Havana. They also just brought in a destroyer. For those who don't know, these are warships, war submarines, nuclear capable. At the end of the day, you knock Texas with one big bomb. We got tons of. They just literally stopped 8 fucking terrorist attacks over the weekend in major cities from people that came over the border last year.
I know about the Quantico one. I told you about that, right? My old stomping grounds, bruv. Matter of fact, I got to get Clay on here.
I'm going to say,
can talk.
Well, I want to say one thing that I found very interesting was the Dr. Phil interview with Donald Trump, right?
What?
When he pulled out a map of where all the Chinese farmland is, right? Because we've talked about Chinese farmland. This was earlier this week.
Trumpy was on the Philly show?
Not on Dr. Phil. They did an interview. But what was interesting is, you know how we talked about Chinese farmland and buying it up? The strategic placement of that farmland. See, I didn't know exactly where it was located, but it's located near some of the largest defense, what do they call it? Defense fields or military bases in the country. They're right on the outskirts. And there's not anything being done on this farmland. Who's to say that they're not building bombs there, getting ready to knock out our defenses? There's a lot of shit that we as the people are not knowing and they're not telling. So when Dr. Phil called them out on that, I was kind of like, this is fucking interesting to see finally where the bases are, where the farms are, and to see that they're not taking farmland. They're military. It's military strategy. Shit takes off. They've got people in place that can immediately start blowing shit up where you don't have time to respond with missile or anti-aircraft warfare.
So you're saying these China people are making missiles in America?
Well, that's not. I'm saying who's saying they're not. It's not confirmed, right? If it was confirmed, I think we would see war breaking out on the home front. But the fact that they're not tilling, they're not milling, they're not using that land for farmland, what the fuck are they using it for? For it to be right outside of military bases.
It's like when what is his name? I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. But who gives a fuck? It's like when Korea, all those motherfuckers, they go to work, but they like sit there and they stare at computer screens and they like don't do anything. They just get paid to make it look like they are working. And then they go back home. And that is their misery. Yeah, bruv. Because you know how Korea works, right? Everybody gets paid the same.
Yeah, it's communism.
All the money goes to the government, and the government is like, here's what you get.
Who's to say it's not the same in America? They just let us think we're different because, you know, this is the way I like to look at it. This is communism here. They've raised inflation enough that we all basically make the same. Either you're rich or you're poor in this country.
Oh, dude,
At the
you
end
ain't
of the day-
shitting me, bruv.
At the end of the day, the government takes all our money. 51.2% of your income goes to the government. You got Biden trying to put unrealized gain taxes. You got Biden trying to put unrealized gains taxes on your shit. So if your investments go up, you pay taxes. If your house's value goes up, you pay taxes. And this is unforeseen profit, right? You haven't made money on any of it, but they want to take money from you because your potential of profit. That's fucking scary.
Well, I mean, what's crazy is going to Five Guys saying, hi, I'd like one burger and some fries and a soda. And they'll be like, that'd be 1987, Jimmy.
Shit, my Big Mac meal was $10.
Bro.
It wasn't large, it was medium. I was like,
Dude,
what the fuck?
Remember in high school when the McChickens would get us through a Saturday night?
Fuck yeah.
Or the Big and Tasties? Or, dude, the real
The dollar
menu? Okay.
Yeah,
Like the
snack wraps.
when they actually were proud to serve McFlurries.
Yeah.
Like, it's broken, but give us 5 minutes. We got you, bruv.
And it's to a point that everywhere is trying to stretch you out of your dollar. And it's crazy because they pay the prices too. I was just looking at a video of what $100 gets you at an Aldi in London, in England, right?
Yeah.
It equated to about $300 worth of food here.
Yeah.
Because another person took that same $100 and went and bought everything they bought at Aldi and spent $298. You mean to tell me that just from being in another country, your shit's that much cheaper? So if that's the case,
98.
But if that's the case, explain inflation. If inflation is real, wouldn't it be all over the world? Why is it just in America? You're right. Like, there's shit you got to think about. Like, we are getting lied to on the daily. We're getting fucked.
Well, Putin already exposed that.
Yeah, that he has. But we as the people, when do we recognize it and what do we do? Right? Because at this point, there ain't shit we can do at all except accept it, it seems.
Now, really quick. I know we do our shows live, and I know we don't really talk politics, but I mean, I guess we do because we have to, because it reflects the world. But like, again, I want to bring up another thing. I kind of felt like, listen, I believe in Jesus, and I'm all about the Jesus, and I read the Bible. Dude, Louisiana has become the first state to require that the 10 Commandments be displayed in every public school classroom.
There should be separation of church and state. So I'm just going to say this. If I don't want you
governor signed on it, Daddy.
Yeah, but the government in other states has signed off on LGBTQ being in every fucking school, right? So if you're going to do one, you need to do the other. You need to give both sides of the playground. Or how about we do this? And we take out shit out of it, right? Take out the LGBTQ. There's no reason kids should be celebrating Pride Month and gay people. Give them a minute. If they can't fucking buy a beer and they can't vote, they can't make decisions on the government. What makes you think they can make decisions on their gender? At the end of the day, why do we give kids power to change so much about themselves, but they can't go buy a beer till they're 21?
But they can serve when they're 18.
Yeah. But guess what? They can change their sex at the age of 5. How does that make any fucking sense?
I don't, because Dude.
Ryan's a fucking fool.
dude, I mean, I'm not trying to be me and do you know, listen, I want to tell you a story. Nathan and I tried convincing everybody
That's facts.
that we were Super Saiyans. As you know, is from a Dragon Ball Z thing.
Yeah.
Do you know we would get locked up today? Or no, actually, we wouldn't get locked
No,
up.
you'd be celebrated and told that you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can jump off that building and fly.
You can identify as a Super Saiyan.
You can fly. Go jump off that bridge.
Like, I would, bruv. Not cool, man.
I'm going to start telling people that. You can fly. Jump off the bridge.
Well, I was thinking, I want to tell you, Lucas Clay.
Well, really quick, before we jump ahead, go back to the Guru's comment, because this is the one right here. The reason the Bill of Rights isn't taught in school is because they would tell you that we, the people, are taught to overthrow the government and tyrannical acts. That is why the Bill of Rights is not displayed. That's why people don't know their fucking amendments. They don't know the Constitution, because at the end of the day, you would know that right now where we are as a country, we should be overthrowing the fucking government. And that is their biggest fear. So what do? We pump you with propaganda. We tell you it's okay to change your gender. We tell you it's okay. I'm like California saying, oh, it's okay for, age of consent to be 12. But we won't tell you that it's okay to go in there and fucking overthrow your government if they're not supporting the people and they're not doing what's best for the country. Which is fucking bizarre. But it's a great strategy because we can blind people who are bigots. We can blind people who, only worry about shit that's never going to affect them. I personally don't give a fuck if you're gay or not. It's not going to affect me. But I do give a fuck if you pump the agenda into kids who are easily brainwashed. So let's pump out the Bill of Rights. I think next episode we should maybe go over the Bill of Rights so people understand really what it is.
Let's get Nicolas Cage on.
But to Lucas Clay, go ahead. What you were saying?
I was saying,
just speaking facts here, Brian. You know me, my guy.
Let me ask you this: if you are a fighter,
what defines a fighter?
If you're a professional MMA fighter,
okay,
and you are contracted to sign X amount. Sorry, your fight at this date, whatever. Sell this many tickets, and you're like, okay. And then they're like, hey, your opponent may have dropped out. We're going to try really hard to find you a replacement. Keep selling tickets.
Fuck you, pay me. That's my response to that.
Saying
I don't give a fuck if they dropped out. I sold your tickets, pay me. Am I wrong?
Well, his fight's not till the 13th. But he's like
July.
But he's like, bruv, I have anxiety as fuck. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know who the fuck I'm fighting. I'm like, but does it matter? And he's like, it doesn't. And he's like, but I gotta do it. I go, Lucas, let me tell you something, bruv. I said, do you know why I love my job? I said, I feel like it's a fight. Every phone call.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, what do you do? I go, you want to see what I do? I go, fucking watch this. Because he's working on my shit. Boom. Took one, pumped one out. Took another, pumped one out. Went 4 in a row. And he was like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, but
it is.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, it doesn't matter because I believe in what I do. I said, I'm a good salesman. I say it every morning. I said, you're a real fighter. You need to start saying that, brother. It doesn't matter. I said, because at the end of the day, Lucas Clay, I said, when the aliens come, you're going to be the second person I call because the first person is going to be Nathan. Then it's going to be Lucas. Then I'm calling Stacy and I'm saying, hey, I fucking told you so. And
While Stacy's calling Casey, talking about, I'm on my way, nigga. I'm on my way, bro. Like, hey, shit, get that shit ready. We finna knock some
But
shit back.
all I'm saying is, that's what I want to tell all my people. Is like, if you really don't believe that you can't do something, isn't that the reason why you should believe that you can, man?
So I agree with you. I mean, I've been in sales for about 20 years, not to age me, but I've never been the one to say, like,
since he was 15, daddy.
I'm that guy, or I'm that sales, I'm the best sales or whatever. And like, there are times I go to work and they're, where we work, they try to pump you up. You're one of the best we got on the floor. Hey, remember that on my bad day, because we're all gonna have them. Yeah. We'll have our superstar days. Trust me, we will. And if we capitalize, we'll have them. But everybody has an off day. And for fighters, the one thing all I can think in my head is, the day of the fight is the day you don't want it to be an off day. Like, that would be fucking terrible. And so I understand the nerves. You don't know who you're fighting. That makes it hard to watch tape. It makes you hard to plan. You get told 2 days in advance, hey, you're fighting this guy. You've been prepping for a grappler. You get a boxer. It's two different things. You definitely want to have a little bit of preemptive notion of what I'm getting in there against.
Well, I mean, segue to another Too Tired Dad alumni who we know that is fighting. You said Augie got a fight? I didn't even know.
Sir. Yeah, Augie. I've seen him on Instagram. Shout out Augie. He about to whoop his ass. I seen him, sizing each other up, and I just kind of was laughing.
So they had a press
I can't
conference.
Do it. Yeah. I'll send another video. I should have got the guy.
I have to see it.
When I tell you, I couldn't be a professional fighter because I'm going to lose the contract at the press conference. The moment you get to touching me, who the fuck is you touching? Like, no, I'm throwing them right now. Like, at the same time, that's the beauty of being a professional fighter. Your level of composure is a whole nother level, And then you also have that thought process of, I'm going to save all this up to beat the shit out of you for money. I respect that too. So, summer plans. Some things have been delayed due to the stomach situation we have for Devin, but we got things in the format plan what we're going to do. Hence, interspatial, intergalactic podcast. Still want to do magnet fishing, but we need our strength for that, so we're not going to rush it.
We're doing that. Don't worry. That was SummerSlam's August 3rd. That's a Saturday.
You know what I'm going to be doing that Saturday?
Selling.
Grilling steaks. Man.
Grilling steaks. Okay.
I'll be celebrating you going to watch it, but I don't know. You know what comes? What I want to talk about is, why did Conor McGregor's fight get moved?
He got injured. Oh, I don't. Okay, so he said he got injured. Then literally, like 6 hours later, he was at a nightclub.
I mean, you can be injured.
Well, I'm saying he was celebrating the end of his camp, like it was that type of party. Like, so if that tells me he was like, I'm done. Like, even though he didn't fight, even though he didn't do nothing,
he's afraid of getting his ass whooped. Conor ain't what he used to be since he got put to sleep.
And Michael Chandler is very hungry, dude. Honestly, this fight is going to be the Kimbo Slice and Ken Shamrock fight of our kids' generation, where it's a matchup that should have definitely happened 7 years ago, because you got to think this whole what if scenario started in 2016 when Conor became the champ, as so to speak, the 155, and nobody was everybody that was getting thrown Michael Chandler's way in Bellator, he was just scorching.
Yep.
And then that's when his fucking his Bellator contract ended. He took a bet on himself and went to the UFC, and his first fucking fight, who'd he fight? That tall fucker? Doesn't matter, he beat him. But, he's also doing, commercials for, what said his recovery time will take. Yeah. It said his recovery time will take longer than expected. He re-injured himself during. I'm starting to get pain. I'm sorry. He fucking injured. He fucking injured himself and during his camp. And goddamn, I just think it's funny. I mean, I guess it's not funny that he's celebrating. Because I get where he's coming from. Even like when I lost my fight, my last fight, it was a lose. I still ate that ice cream cake, and I still had people over,
Yeah,
and I
still
still
gotta
had.
celebrate
But
your
but to
No.
get injured, during camp, pull out, and then say I'm gonna have a party.
That's why boxers are tougher than MMA fighters. Benavidez went in, tore a tendon in his hand, got him there, still put in work.
Yeah.
I will say shout out to Tank Davis for knockout of the year.
Where'd you fight, Devin? I fought Shamrock in St. Charles. And then that was just one of them. Dude, I fought all over, bro. If you want to be technical, I fought in Afton, Heart of St. Charles when it was popping. I wish they never sold that. I would have bought that. Have you ever been there?
Mhm.
The Heart of St. Charles? Very sexy. Family Arena, AC Braze Arena, Scott Trade Center. Yeah. But that was years ago, man.
I just want to say again, knockout of the year to Tank Davis. Anybody who watched the match knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, Devin was out here putting in that work, man. He had a UFC gym in his basement. I was over there like, God damn, this motherfucker's serious. Like, holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to bring back backyard brawls, baby. Like,
Dude, Timmy
I'm down to knuckle up on boxing. I'm not going to get in there with a fucking MMA fighter, but I'll definitely box
Missouri State Athletic would shut us down in a heartbeat.
I mean, we just don't tell them.
Yeah.
Bring back the Kimbo fights where you just show up at the dock.
Kimbo was the man. But that's what I was saying. That's we're never going to get the Conor fight. Just like we never got the Khabib and the fucking Ferguson fight. And so it's just a fight that
I got too many bets on the table right now, Ryan. I gotta wait for some of them to pan out.
it sucks.
Use that and come get some fireworks, my guy.
Mike Perry over Jake Paul. I truly believe Mike Perry will beat Jake Paul.
You know it's all stage shit.
No, Mike Perry's a real fighter. He don't take dives.
Who is it? I thought they were fighting. What's the dude's name? Or is that Logan Paul maybe fighting the dude? Another MMA fighter. I don't know. I gave up on MMA because they just kept cycling him so much. There was new people all the time. John Jones, greatest of all time, and I left it there.
So during COVID, when Perry was still with the UFC, this is when I became. Yes, he very much has. This is when I became a Mike Perry fan. Was when he fucking and during the COVID, when Dana White bought Fight Island, if you know what I'm talking about,
Yep.
and he hosted. He's like, all right, since you guys outlawed everything, I bought an island in the middle of nowhere where there's international law, so I can do whatever I want. So he put his act together. So Mike Perry fought on that, and it was basically in the middle of nowhere in a tent. They had the sound system and everything like a real fight. Mike Perry, they didn't have cornermen because they were training in the COVID era, right? This was the very first. What I'm trying to get, this was the very first pay-per-view in the COVID era. And he had to bring his girlfriend, who had to bring his girlfriend. And she's very attractive, but you could tell she knew nothing about the fight game. And so, like, all right, and Mike Perry's making his way to the octagon, and fucking Beyonce's Halo starts playing. And Perry comes out, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, is this fucking Beyonce's Halo? And you hear her go, I picked it for you, baby. And he's like, hey, fuck it. And he's like, fucking rocking out the Halo. And I was like, whoa, are you fucking kidding me? And he's like screaming at top of the lungs. Like, so he's fighting. He's fucking any Mike Perry fight, he gets fucked up. It's like Nate Diaz. Like Mike Perry is going to bleed. It does not mean he's fucking
losing.
hurt. Yeah, it just means he's going to bleed. So Perry, at the end of the first fight, Mike Perry's bleeding, and his chick comes in because it's his cornerman, and usually that's when they give advice and everything. And she goes, you are doing really good, baby. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, you look really good. And he's like, you look really good. And she's like, stop it. She's like, should I be like telling you something right now? He's like, nah, baby, just keep doing what you're doing. And like, I'm like, dude, Mike Perry's going into war alone. And I think he won. I can't remember. I don't give a fuck. But it was just like, dude, I could totally see what happened. He got the fucking call. Hey, can you fight? Yeah, sure.
I'll
Give
be
me
there.
4 weeks and I'll be there. Hey, babe, we're going to Abu Dhabi. That's just how it is. Like, you're cornering me because my coach's wife won't let him go. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. But we need to bring back bare knuckles. Like, I'm all the way with it. Like, all the way with it.
he was moving camps on his fight. He made his girlfriend his cornerman, and that shit was hilarious. Right? Yeah, yeah. Because his thought his manager was fucking taking his money. So
That
it
happens
was
a lot in the industry.
But it was fun, dude. He was like, "Is this fucking Halo? I picked it for you, baby." Like the camera picked it up. I was like, "You can't
That's
script
crazy.
this shit."
Hey, that's wild. That's wild. I don't even know what to say to that. That's a man who's fucking. Let's get it. You
That's
know
what
I mean?
I'm trying to
Like,
say. Lucas Clay, you're a real fighter, bruv. And that's the thing. Lucas doesn't know he's a monster till he realizes he's a monster. I think he knows once that switch is on, he's a fucking killer.
well, he's a very humble person as well.
He's super humble, super
But
good man.
Those normally are the dangerous ones. You know, they beat
He
the
is.
shit out of you, and then they're like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this to you." Like, but you know, your fucking face is cracked, your arms broke, shit happens. You know,
He's the man. I really hope they find him a matchup because I love watching him fight. Talk about martial artists.
talk about Brad Wolfolk. Did you see his fight?
Yeah, he got an armbar.
The way he flipped that boy, I was like, "Okay, Brad, you a dangerous nigga." Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that was pretty smooth. I was like, this man ain't playing no games.
Training out of St. Charles MMA.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, you know, if Lucas Clay needs a matchup, if they're in the same weight class, maybe we can make that happen.
Well, so Lucas is a pro. And that was Brad's first amateur fight. So and they're teammates. Second. They're also teammates. Where Lucas is actually Brad's coach.
Okay.
So
yeah, they couldn't do that.
Yeah, he's one of the coaches up there. That makes no sense. Ow, Jesus! Fine. What time mark we at? 47. Cool.
You good?
I'm not. I'm feeling it in my kidneys.
Do some push-ups. That's what
Gary
and I'm fucking with you. At work, you just see Gary and Sam doing push-ups after every call. I'm just looking at him. I'm like, man, I need all my energy for these goddamn calls, man. I respect y'all hustle, but yeah, ain't me.
Who is that?
Gary and Sam. Two
military
guys.
Oh. I call him Joseph sometimes.
Yeah, that's what he goes by, Joe. Me and him, I like to think of us as, that close, but I don't call him Joe because I haven't gotten the approval yet, so I just call him Gary.
I call him. I try to call everybody by their proper names.
I'm gonna start calling him Angry Gary tomorrow. See how he reacts. Just how the fucking oh shit. To me, y'all don't know him. That shit's hilarious. He's one of the nicest guys.
He's cool.
I fucking cracked myself up. I'm sorry. But no, what other summer plans you got?
I can't. Nothing. 19 more days.
Nah, you got one big summer plan. You'll be cured and be back better than ever.
That'd be better than ever. Okay.
Got summer plans to keep losing weight till it's like August 26th. So hopefully you guys will notice the transition as we continue doing this. Even though I don't put as much work in as I probably should, but Casey motivates me. He's sending me pictures of you sweating. I'm like, all right, no Diddy, but I got you. Keeps trying to encourage me to run around the lake at lunch. I'm like, I don't think you understand, bro. I'm not about to run in this hot ass weather and then go back and think I'm happy on these fucking phone calls.
Well, it's like I can't. I'm limited to what I can and can't do. So if I see something that bothers me, I try to fix it. But Carrie doesn't like me doing shit around the house, so I stuck it to the man.
That's a good wife.
And
a significant other first.
And I cleaned the kitchen. I didn't. Let me I did not clean the goddamn kitchen.
Yes, you did. I saw you clean the microwave.
I
No,
cleaned the
microwave.
I cleaned the microwave. That's what I was getting to.
See, I seen it, and they're putting in work, crystal clean. You could eat off that motherfucker.
Yeah, it took 45 minutes. It was nasty.
Ooh, fucking microwaves. Did you know you can slide out that glass?
No, I did.
I didn't know it until TikTok. TikTok teaches me everything. You know?
Yeah.
God for TikTok. I don't know what the fuck I would have done, 20 years ago, not knowing how to clean my fruit. How did I survive? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I feel it crashing. I'm trying to.
Take a drink of water.
I'm good.
Take a puff of smoke. Cigarette's always good for you.
It's all good. Dead air is awkward on the air.
No, I was about to laugh at Ryan because Ryan's hella funny. Like, I never have ever Googled that. It just came across my feed that you could slide out the glass, and I was like, that's fucking dope. I had no idea. But you can see how dirty. I'm sorry. Put up Ryan's comment. Hey, that's funny as fuck. Hey, that's how when we were kids, you would just sweep the shit under your bed and hope your mom thought the bedroom was clean. Put it all in the closet.
Yeah, dude, the boys do that shit. Boys put it all under their bed, and they make their bed, but make sure the blanket is hanging
on the ground.
On the ground.
And they're like, how did you know it was under there? I was you at a point in time, son. I was you. Like,
yeah.
No. Other summer plans, honestly, is try and run up a bag, get through this election year, and hope they're still in America.
Well, Carrie goes to Florida from July 2nd to the 13th.
Okay. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be at home.
Doing what?
Working.
Running through bottles of lotion.
Not just bottles, ounces. But no. I straight up just chilling.
Hey, that's your time to get him.
Calling my buddy Daryl, who's a junk guy, and I'm having all the junk removed out of my garage.
Okay.
Anything that's stupid is getting out of the house.
Such as? What's the first thing you want to go?
Oh, dude, I have like a trash can. I have an old trash can in the garage. I have the water softener behind me. I have old chairs in the garage that are going.
Some of that shit you can scrap and make money.
I'm not.
I'm a money
business.
Man, look.
I'm in the get rid of shit business.
Hey, they go hand in hand sometimes. Big ass yard sale.
That's why I sold a lawnmower. Yeah. I didn't need it anymore. Can't cut the grass anymore, and they're doing a better job than I could ever do.
You got a lawn care company?
Yeah, dude. $50 a week.
Oh shit.
And they trimmed the rock, because I forgot how nice my backyard could be. Because I have rock stones that got overeaten by weeds and shit.
Okay.
And so my summer plans are just getting healthy, and Carrie's going to be gone for the first 2 weeks of July, so I'm going to make the house sexy.
What you doing for 4th of July?
Sleeping.
Well, oh, that's right. If I was going to say,
I don't do the fireworks, man.
Yeah, I understand.
No, they're going out of town with their mom and dad.
Okay. Let's say we're going hard in the paint over here.
The redneck trash
is just trash.
Ain't that the goddamn truth, bro?
Hey, shit, never know. I will say, everybody knows me, knows I'm trying to twist a dollar out of a fucking dime. We're going to find a way to do it.
I can't wait for my HOA's look on their fucking face.
Hey, I think it's going to be fucking gold. And I wish there was a way you could set up a camera to be viewing it whenever they receive it. Like, that would be so fucking... They're going to be like, this motherfucker. Always got to do something.
Oh, they're going to be mad that they have to sign for it.
My HOA is going to be pissed at how many fireworks are going to go off on this fucking block. God damn, is he still going? Yes.
See, that's the thing. I'm debating on that because I don't. We have a rule at the HOA where there no fireworks past 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Devon, you get the belt for the belt buckle for the HOA. I don't know what belt buckle that means, but
This nigga said Devon.
yeah.
You hate that
But
shit.
yeah, it's okay.
You-
But
The
What I'm
phones
thinking
auto
is-
correct your name anytime you type it in.
I'm
faster,
kind of
you're typing.
debating about getting, the fireworks through the Connect, but by setting off a shit ton of fireworks on July 5th.
Why not?
And
They should
and then,
technically let it go through the weekend, being it falls on a
and
Thursday.
then
We'll see.
and then July 6th.
Hey, well, I'm gonna let you know now. I got something to wake up the neighbors after 10.
And then July 7th.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
you're going
July
the whole week.
8th.
Oh, you're a fucking dick. At that point, you're just a
And
fucking
then-
dick.
No, but here's the thing. Like at 10 o'clock, just boom.
Every night, just
Just
10:01.
No, at
10:01.
10 o'clock. Nope, at 10 o'clock. No, at 9:59. And then just do it the whole time Carrie's gone. Because I'm
Never
not
come
breaking the
back.
rule.
Do you know what your husband has been doing?
Yeah, I'm not breaking the rule. And I'm going to do it until they fucking. Yeah, fuck no. But
Oh shit! Hey,
I'm-
Ryan cracks me the fuck up.
I'm doing it until they schedule an HOA meeting.
That's
that simple.
That shit is
It's
funny.
that simple.
Oh,
Yeah, see? One big ass boom at the very I'm gonna do it military style. 9:59, boom. And I'm gonna double check the HOA ordinance now that I say that out loud. But how do you have enough of those to last for okay, let me ask you this. Do you technically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got 10 big boomers? Yeah. Yeah.
for that, all you would want to do is buy a mortar set. You would
No.
buy a mortar with 10 shells. Every night, just boom.
Would I just put it in my backyard or
Put it in your driveway? Really, the best. I mean, you'd have to choose between them. M80 will be loud as fuck too, but a mortar, if you get the right mortar, that motherfucker will wake up, sets car alarms off. Last year when I got to lighting shit, I was like, yeah, we got the neighborhood going crazy. It's wild. I got one that I lit off last year, but I got another one this year. And man, when I tell you, it was so fucking loud. My son was like, he was like, all right, Dad, I'm done. Like, I'm done with this shit. Yeah. No, it's for me, it's my favorite holiday. It's keeping the memory of my dad alive. My mom hated the expense of it, but she loved fireworks. So I just I'm big on keeping that memory alive, making sure that we get a smile, get a laugh. I popped so many last year. My son went to sleep in the wagon outside. He became immune to the sound. He just literally was like, all right, I'm tired. He went in the wagon and was knocked out cold. I was like, how is he sleeping through this shit? Like, he's built for war. Like, that's for sure. And I'm still cracking up with the semi-auto rifle because, like, I had to think about where Ryan lives. I'm like, where we live, I don't know about that, Ryan. Like, there'll be people where
Well,
you
dude,
live
that's
letting off shit.
the neighbors that are fucking douche nozzles, like I can't wrap my head around they bitch about my dogs, and they bitch about my weeds. Like when I didn't say my weeds got out of control, but I have a flower bed and I was just letting them grow. I was just letting them get out of hand and I was just letting them grow to make a
Let 'em see what
barrier.
they become, yeah.
And they complained about it. And they said it was
That's a particular neighbor. That's not your HOA.
Yeah.
That's somebody going to
Oh.
them.
So you're right, but that on behalf of they have to report it to me. So the motherfucker that does it has had a broken ass push lawnmower on the side of their house for 2 years.
Start reporting them.
They've had I'm waiting till one battle at a time, Daddy. You taught me that. Come on. They have two coolers that like two horses, the troughs, you know what I'm talking about? Two of those motherfuckers on the side of their house as well for 2 years. And when they pull in their driveway, she fucking drives in her lawn at a diagonal, cutting through people just so she can park in the garage because her husband parks like in the driveway, except leaves a small opening in the beginning so she can do that. It looks because every time I see them drive, I'm like, holy shit, they're crashing. But no, they're just driving like on the driveway, like on not the driveway. I'm sorry, they're driving on the road to pull into their garage, dude. It's fucking crazy.
That's actually a really good. That's real redneck, but I mean, I ain't against it.
Oh man, I love talking to you and everything. Thank God. I can't hear you yet, but you're on now.
I said you went mute.
I didn't hit mute.
No, I'm saying you went quiet.
No, it mutes us during the whole. That's Jimmy's problem.
Hey,
Because for some reason, we fire him week after week after week after week, and then
keeps coming
Stacy
back.
fucking talks me off the edge with you, and he says, "Give him another chance." This is 33 chances in a row, Jimmy. Oh.
I'm Stacy Bonds.
Oh, yeah, I'm Devin James. I'm telling you off fine. We are
two
tired dads.
Y'all have a great night.
Dancing dad. Tell me how you think it now. Hey, go ahead and bring me the bill. Like we're on stage with Saturday Night Live, just hugging all the production. The outro with the shit. Just soaking it up. I feel good right now. I'm going to feel bad tomorrow. Later. Put it on Stacy's tab. I'm out.